Detroit, Michigan to take his mother and his brothers and sisters to a trip back to old Mexico where they grew up. This could have been, it had to have been before 1939, thereabouts. So they get in their car and they go down to Mexico and stop at different places along the way. This place is the old academy at Colonial Juarez in Mexico. You can see Grandma coming down the steps. That's Grandma Teresa. And this with a white hat is Uncle Gilbert Richardson. Aunt Renee is the one with the black jacket. Grandpa Sullivan Richardson is on crutches. My father, Hant Sanderson, wears the black hat. This is my mother here at the side of him. I can't tell you where all of these places are because I don't know except that they're down in Mexico. I think that perky little grandma's going to go under the fence instead of climb over. I guess she saw those strings there on the fence and decided somebody must have torn their dress trying to get through the barbed wires. But she's a good sport, that gal. Always was. These are places this looks like it was switched back up to northern Arizona. Maybe so. Looks like they went up to Hole in the Rock or Lee's Ferry. That's Grandma Richardson. Walking with her is Ellis. He ought to take his arm off her shoulder. This is at White Rock Ranch in northern Arizona, where May Whiting was buried when she was on her way to Arizona to be sealed to my grandfather, Sullivan Richardson. So that's White Rock Ranch. Grandma's going to be the first one back. Oh no, because there's Aunt Donna, her daughter Donna Blau. Here comes Aunt Renee and Mother licking her fingers, and Aunt Barbara right there over the fire. Uncle Gilbert's wife. And this is the Colorado River at Lee's Backbone. Place that the pioneers had to cross on their way to settle Arizona when they were called by Brigham Young to go south. It looks like somebody's taking a bath. That must have been Ellis. This is Lionel Richardson. And this looks like, I'm sure it's Uncle Gilbert. I thought for a minute it was Iro, but it's Uncle Gilbert. But they're going down to cool their feet, put their feet in the drink. Hey, that was Uncle Iro. This is Uncle Gilbert here. You can tell by his walk. If I've gotten them all misnamed, it's because the film, I can't see very good in this film. Perhaps Iro didn't go with them. Maybe it was just Gilbert and Lionel and Sully. And the the Richardson men, and my dad, Hans Anderson, and Ellis, who is Lionel's son, of the men who went. Then there's Grandma and Aunt Donna and my mother and Aunt Renee, who is Grandpa's first wife. My grandmother was his second wife. Okay. Be nice to know what they're saying about the old place. I'm sure it hasn't changed any since our grandparents came across there so many years ago when they were in their early 20s. I don't know where they are now. Oh yes, I do. They're at Obed or Brigham City, Arizona, up near Winslow. And these are the remains. I hope that's right. I tried to get Ellis to help me do this, and he said he couldn't remember. Well, I wasn't there, so all I can do is guess. If this isn't in northern Arizona, it's got to be down in Old Mexico again. But it could very easily be the remains of the old city. Obed and Brigham City, and what was the other name? They built a fort up there. My grandfather Anderson was the baker. No, this is Old Mexico because now Irel's with them. That was Uncle Irel. This may have been the home where Grandma lived, my Grandma Richardson. She told me that when they went down there, there was a Mexican lady there with her children living in her home. And these must be the children. Quite a family. My grandfather could talk Spanish, so he's telling them things that happened before their time. Getting a picture of all of them. That's Grandma, Aunt Sanderson, Aunt Donna talking to the little Mexican lady. Yep, this is Old Mexico. Down in Dublin, maybe. Wish I knew. That was my father taking a drink. Pretty good picture of it. I'm glad I've got a picture of it on a video camera. Grandma and Grandpa. More of the citizens of Mexico. I think Aunt Barbara went with them down in Old Mexico too, but she didn't go up to Winslow. Lionel's telling where this and that used to be in the olden days. And Donna, my mother. this is in Verdon. This is the old family home on the model at the model ranch, the very first house that was built there for the Aunt Sanderson family. And here we're sitting at the dinner table, my mother, Janet, someone with her back turned, and Darl and Aunt Madonna. They're having a little tussle to try to get her face on the camera. This is Grandma. Eflin, Lanier. You catch a glimpse of Darl occasionally, and this is Grandma. Wish I could hear what they're saying. This is Darl playing his cornet. Someone at the piano. Who is it? It's so dark in there that it's hard to tell. So this is Donna and Grace, her cousin Grace Johnson, coming to be in the picture, and Ruth, Lanier. Now this is in Mesa. You can tell by the citrus and the Arizona temple. This is Sullivan. He doesn't get in the picture very often. Uncle Sully takes all the pictures. That's Grandpa and Aunt Reenie and Grandma Richardson's. This is Grandma hustling out from her little. This is her sister, Aunt Elva. She had two sisters that lived close by her there on Pioneer Street. This is Mother and Aunt Elva and Grandma on the left. Now we're coming. They're all shaking hands with dear Grandpa, Uncle. Aunt Tessie, Uncle Elton, Aunt Etta, Dad. They're coming so fast I can't get them all. But anyway, there's Blouse and Aunt Rosina. That's Sully and Grandpa. Now they're all gathered together. That's George Blau and Aunt Becky. How nice. Elton and Rosina. And this is Oma. This is Morris and some of these cousins. That's Nadine when she had a bad leg. My mother taking her bow. And Grandpa and Aunt Reenie. And Uncle Gilbert and Aunt Barbara in the background. Now here comes Aunt Becky and one of her oh, that's Aunt Annie. This is Aunt Tessie and one of her babies, and Aunt Donna and Glenna. How neat. They'll be. That's Uncle Herman and his little family, and Grandma taking over as usual. Oh, that's so sweet. I wonder which baby that is. Probably Nana. Grandma's coming now with Aunt Donna and her family. Morris and Gerald and Sully and Nadine and Glenna. There's supposed to be Omer there and who else? The Indian twins were Aunt Donna's family. Wilma and Nona were their names. this is the movie show of the Richardson relatives, of which the Andersons are related to. And I enjoy it, even if I can't see them. I know who's there. They're showing off for Sully. And we get the benefit of it. After my generation's gone, I don't know anyone else who will enjoy it, but they just have to know that these are their relatives. That's Sully and Gilbert and Rosina and Elton. Rosina and Elton have only been married a short while here, and they're living at Grandma's house in Mesa. Now this must be back in Verdon. That's Tressa and Donna and Ruth and Ethelyn and Nona and Janet. Tressa there. Janet sitting on the... They can't decide where to stop. Mother and Oma. Oma came with Sully all the time because she went back and lived with them. But this is... Here we are. Janet and Oma. And Aunt Bertha. I went in and had her come out so she could be with us. Bless her heart, Aunt Bertha Johnson, and that's her daughter